prostal case, right? When you do a
restorative prostal case, sometimes you want to leave spaces behind for crowns and veneers.
Yeah.
Could you show that examples of peg-shaped laterals and whatnot? How do you open up spaces?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, maybe I answered two things here. One is pontic. You know, although we don't provide it yet, these are just okay, let me show you this case. Okay, so for example, this case, do you see upper right lateral? We put a Brava there, and then there is a lateral there. Although this patient was traditional basis, we switched to Brava. But, or for example, this case, you see this upper left lateral? This is a pontic. So this is a pontic. So we can put a pontic there, and there are different ways to do it. Or this is, for example, another pontic case. This is a TAD case with Brava simultaneously, but these two laterals are, actually you can see the face inside the smile of the patient. So you can do pontic, you can order pontic, although not yet, maybe in like 2-3 months you can order pontic if you have such a case. So that's the pontic answer. The other thing is that how do you plan? You just plan in the virtually that you want to, for example, move the roots, you make them divergent for an implant, or for example, in the software, you can do all your measurements. I can like turn this on, this grid, and then I can, for example, say, okay, here, for example, I have this that is 6.7 millimeters, and then I can make the same thing here, like this is 6.1, and then we can say, okay, please move the canine and like the right segment a little bit distally, or you can plan for it virtually the way that we do it. Or did I answer your question? No? Okay. So what's that? Maybe I didn't understand the question.
So example, I have a case where there were multiple very tiny lateral plus very tiny canines. So I work with my prosthodontist, and then we'll say that we need 2.5 millimeters between this two and this two, but 2.2 here, and so he has very specific spaces that he wants to park.
Right.
So in Align is you under the IPR you can just add space, or you can add IPR, just plus or minus.
Right.
So can that be done something like that?
Yeah, you can do that. For example, here, again, I'm trying to like make sure that I understand the question, but for example, here, let's say you want to make 0.2 millimeters, like this is 0.2 millimeters IPR, right? So if you want to make space, it becomes negative. So you can, for example, put minus 1.1 millimeters distal of this, for example, distal of this lateral. So you can do that. But it's just negative. You should know that when there's a space, it's going to be negative. When it's IPR, it's going to be positive.
So with the
Clean check, when you add the space, all the teeth will move,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Whereas now there is an overlap. So maybe between the 1-2 and the 1-1, now there's like massive IPR because it reflects that. You see?
Right.
So, because like that, immediately in my mind I'll be, okay, I'm just going to write it out and send it in, and then the technician can do it, because for me to do it multiple points like this, I think it's a lot of going round and round.
Yeah, actually, the thing is that the engineer's account is different. For example, they have that, they make a space here and everything moves. But you don't have access to that yet. Maybe in the future we make it. In these cases, you can just type it in. Yeah. But I would say in the future you'll have that too, that you can like move everything. Yeah. So now I got